Okay, here we go. Hello, 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 everyone. It's Jackson Knowledge Goddess. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today, we're about to get into this general energy of what's going on right now and why everything kind of feels weird. It feels a little shifty. It feels like, I would say, a good mix of like unknown, but also like knowing energy, but just not being sure about what you know or what you think you know. So let's go ahead and get into it, okay? Please keep in mind that these are general messages, so they may or may not apply to you and your situation. And that is okay, it is what it is, he is. Let's get into it. So right now, Pluto energy is super heavy. We are going to be in Pluto retrograde until 2044. No. Pluto in Aquarius is going to be going to 2044. But right now, Pluto is in retrograde until October. So right now, that Pluto retrograde energy is kind of feeling like a transformation is happening, but you don't know like in what way it's happening, or you're not necessarily sure about the change, or it's like you may be feeling like you have to go back a little bit or revise some things in order for the transformation to truly happen like it's supposed to. For some of you, you need to be very specific about the transformations that you want right now. And really focus on that, because if you kind of just leave things up to the universe at this time as far as certain transformations, it's just kind of going to be all over the place. Okay, and so that's why some of you could feel a little trapped in like a sort of cycle or like a time loop, because you're not necessarily focused on the certain transformations that you want to be focused on. And this could definitely include like spiritual transformations, mental transformations, and especially like with Pluto energy, it can be very elusive, because it's like Neptune energy in a way, but it's like different. It's like, how can you explain it? It's like shadow energy. It's like shadow energy that you have to work on. You have to bring it to the forefront in order for things to change, in order for things to happen. Like, this is stuff that people have to pull out of you, or you have to pull out of yourself, if that makes sense. So right now, get focused on a main goal. What are like your top 3 things that you want to transform? Focus on that, and then go from there and put all your willpower towards it. This is where you create the opportunity for yourself. You create the space for yourself. This is not waiting for anyone. This is you doing what you got to do to make it happen, Captain. Okay. Also, let me see. Let me see something else real quick. Let's see where Mercury is. Okay. So it's saying that Mercury is Mercury is about to be in Leo. Or it's like retrograded in Leo right now. Let me see. Or it's about to be retrograde in Leo. So some of you could be kind of like feeling that early energy right now. Hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, some of you could be kind of feeling the energy right now, which is very introspective. And this is a time where you need to get specific in what you want to do as far as being a leader in something, or like communications. You know, how do you see yourself right now? Not really caring about how others see you. This is really about your perception of yourself. How do you perceive yourself? How do you want to be perceived? Okay. Hi, Britt. How are you? And I am good. Thank you for asking. This is about reinventing yourself and focusing on the things that you haven't been focused on because you've been so focused on other people or other things, or leading, some cause, some group, some whatever. This is where you go within yourself and you lead and you say, what do I need right now? What do I need to focus on? How can I strategize to get this done? How can I be a better leader from within? How can my higher self guide me to where I need to go? Because you may have been feeling stagnant or whatever. And again, that's kind of tying into that Pluto retrograde energy, and you transmuting this energy because of the reflection that you're having from within yourself. You can focus that in the work that you're doing, and this will result in you having better outcomes, better results, better solutions, getting things done, less procrastination and stuff like that. Okay, and really think about, what do you need to change in order to be better, in order to get results, the results that you want. Now, right now, there are some things that may need to be observed in relationships. Britt, I will be doing live paid questions after this. I already scheduled an event for that. Right now, this is just collective, but as soon as I get off of here, that is what I'll be doing. Okay. But yeah, so things could be feeling very weird in relationships right now. And it's because it's time for a reckoning. It's time for a change. It's time for, you're welcome. It's time for, and not just romantic relationships. This is all relationships around you, friends, co-workers, loved ones, whatever, whomever, right? This is a time where karma is being dished out, and things are, the playing field is being made more even right now. And any hostilities, any issues are going to be coming up to the forefront to be addressed, to be figured out, to finally be done with. This is where, if you have been holding back, you haven't necessarily been saying things, or you've been wronged in certain relationships, this is where it ends. This is where the justice is being served. This is where this is the end of the line. No more. This is like when you and your, let's say, you have a sibling. You and your sibling have been going back and forth, bickering, fighting for a whole month now, and it's just been outrageous. This is where the mother and the father says, hey, no more. Like, what is going on? Why are you acting this way? What is causing you two to be in such a discord that you're being mean to each other? You are, calling each other out of your names. You're being vindictive. You're being spiteful, disrespectful. Like, what is the true cause of this? Where is this coming from? So for a lot of you, this could be divine intervention, or this could be in real life. There's a mediator saying, hey, this is enough. Enough is enough. You need to figure this out, and you need to stop it, because it's getting ridiculous, and it's affecting not just you, but the people around you. It's affecting everyone's energy, not just yours. So you're being called to really observe and recognize what issues you have with people and bring them up so that they could be resolved. Okay? Especially if you are in a relationship, this is where you get real with your partner and you tell them how you feel. Tell them how you feel. This is a time where you do not need to be holding back. You don't need to be sparing anyone's feelings. This is where truth and honesty will help you truly heal. Okay? Now, I'm also seeing where there could be some like toxic ways. Excuse me. There could be some toxic ways about yourself, or some of you could have been getting some health warning signs, or going through, I don't know, some sort of pain, whether it's physical, spiritual, emotional, mental, whatever it is. That's also being called to the forefront, so that could be healed as well. It looks like by the end of this month, everything should be fine as far as that, as long as you are addressing the issues, you're addressing the pain, okay? Wherever the pain is coming from, wherever the unhealthiness is coming from. This could also be addictions. And, be okay with walking away with that, or truly changing it for the better and not looking back. So yeah, energies right now, which is why, things may be feeling weird, because it's like everything is, like, if you really just go back and kind of listen to what I'm saying, all of these things kind of tie into each other to blow up. It's like a big tower moment for everyone, but it's like many towers hitting all at once. And it's so that they could be resolved, so you can finally move forward and truly transform into who and what you are meant to be at this time. But if you're not addressing these things, if you're not really taking them seriously, then that could, prolong the transformation. Yeah, also, it's okay if you don't have anything to give. It's okay if, sorry, y'all. It's okay if you don't, if you say no to people who are asking for things, or, asking you to do something or whatever. It's okay to say no. Right now, again, it's a lot of focusing within. Also, lean into anything that's communicative, right? Which is, if you have a podcast, it's a great time to really dive into that. If you're a scripter, this is a great time to get into that. If you are an artist, if you write, if you draw, if you teach, if you drive, whatever these type of communication avenues are, it is very, very good to delve within that right now, especially if you have been procrastinating in doing so. Devil and the Ace of Cups. So for a lot of you, your intercourse with your partners could be very intense and very healing right now. And also it looks like I said, with the relationship sector was bring, whatever issues are happening, go ahead and bring it to the forefront, be honest about how you feel. And I feel like this is definitely going to open things up for you in relationships. It's going to deepen the relationship. It's going to strengthen the relationship. And it's also going to bring in a new aspect or something like very fresh, because it's almost like you're starting over. But you know how some people are like, oh, I wish I could go back in time, but still know everything that I know right now. It's kind of like you're getting that opportunity in relationships. Some of you are not going to be happy about some of you are not going to be happy about the way that you have to go about fixing a problem, a toxicity problem, an addiction, you know, mental health or whatever. This is one of them things where you may really have to make a radical change. You may have to, it's kind of like, you know, when kids don't want to take medicine, and usually the nastiest medicine is usually the best medicine. How, you know, our parents used to make us take castor oil and stuff like that. You know, you may have to really dig deep into that in order to get the results that you want. I'm also saying that some of you may be trying to lose weight, but you may need to do it a different way than you've been doing. And okay, I'm hearing for some of you, you may need to do it the old-fashioned way, and you may not want to do it that way, or there's some sort of way that is not that appealing and it's not that easy, where you really need to do that, because that's what's going to help you truly transform in the way that you want to, health-wise, okay, mentally, physically, whatever. You're really going to have to do the work and make it do what it do, okay? Make those hard decisions. Okay, you can't be scared. You got to get into that thing. Results are at the other end of this if you really do that. Hey sis, how are you? Yeah. So this is one of them readings where it's very deep. It's very, very deep, and it's very deep because it's about looking within to change, to really truly change, especially if you've been feeling like you're in a time loop, you're in a time warp, that, you know, you continuously going through some sort of cycle, or something has not changed like you wanted it to, or whatever that is, right? This is the reason why, because you have to do these certain things. You gotta make them hard decisions in order for some real change to happen. And you really got to get on your own self, like, what have you been doing that is hindering the process? What have you been doing that is causing you to procrastinate? What have you been doing, and how can you energize yourself? How can you motivate yourself to do better, to get focused? For some of you, you may have to go cold turkey with some, you know, maybe it's scrolling on the internet. Maybe, you know, the way that you eat is making you procrastinate, or, you know, the lack of doing something is making you procrastinate. I don't know. But there's something that you really have to take a deep dive within yourself to figure out, so that you could get on the path that you need to be on, so you can be in alignment. Okay? So this is why everything has been feeling weird right now, because you got some work to do. That's why you got some work to do. And yeah, you know, we always be thinking, oh, when is the work going to be done? Or the work is never done. The work is never done. It's not. You have to continue to work on yourself consistently. And yeah, there are some times that are easier than others, and, you know, you can take a little break or whatever, but you got to stay on it. Like a lawn, you know what I'm saying? Grass grows fast. The weed grows fast if you're not maintaining it ever so often. So, yeah, so you got to maintain it, okay? So this is the message that I have for us all right now. I could have gotten the transits wrong. If I did, I'm sorry, but these are the energies that that I was getting. So hopefully this helps, and hopefully you get the results that you want. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if this helped. What do you think about this? You know, come back, let me know how it resonates in your own life, okay? Love you. Toodles. God bless.